We'll just talk politics.
Yeah, Nicole, does Canada even have a military?
Let's talk about the border.
Okay, it's live right now, by the way.
Oh.
But only in the Facebook group, I hope. All right. Comments may start appearing. I'm going to refresh here so I can see comments. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Look. Here I am. Any of your open highlights or comments? All right. Well, here we are. I'm just gonna unmute this for a second and get some feedback. Is this working? Yeah, okay. So people are going to start tuning in maybe, even though it's in the middle of work day. We'll just go ahead and go. But if anybody tunes in as we're going, put some comments or questions in the chat or any highlights you had from the Open. And here we go. This is professional right here. Good thing this is only in the Facebook group. All right, sweet. So I'm here with Nicole and CJ and Ashley. Say hi, everybody.
Hey.
They are representing their teams from the CrossFit Spring Hill Intramural Open. And we're just going to go over some highlights and some results from the Open, things that stuck out to us. And if you guys have any comments or highlights of your own that you want to share in the chat, put them in there and we'll read them out. Hopefully a few people will tune in as we go here, even though it's the middle of a work day. This video will live here for a while though, so you can watch it. So first of all, just big picture, we're super proud of everyone for participating in the Open. It's definitely a challenge. It's meant to be challenging. And it was exciting to see everybody come out and participate, do things they didn't think they could do, challenge themselves, and just a different environment than what we do in everyday regular training. What did you guys think?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Yes. It's a fun change of pace too. You know, training can be monotonous sometimes, and you know, you throw in a competition there that we always, as adults, we don't get a lot of competition in that aspect of our lives in sport. And so it's fun to have that little competition to look forward to outside of work and life and kids. So it's a little bit of a refresh for me when it comes to CrossFit.
Yeah, for sure. I've heard someone else say something like this before, but like, where else in your life are you going to get together with a bunch of other grown adults in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s when it comes to my dad, and like yell at each other, like, come on, let's go, like, get up on that wall or pick up that weight or whatever. It's fun. Not many other opportunities like this. So let's just jump right in with, go ahead and announce the overall winner of the Intramural Open. A lot of people have asked, and we've been saying we'll announce it. So here we go. Drum roll, please. It was Open Throttle. Coach Kim, congratulations to that whole team and CJ. They won, man, they got a lot of points from participation, and they also have actually a lot of people that placed well and got some points from that as well. So what do you have to say, CJ? You address your team right now.
I mean, the goal of the intramural for this gym this year was truly participation, was bringing everybody along. That means those who signed up a few weeks before the Open and had their very first WOD, Caroline, as Open week 1. First CrossFit workout ever was week 1, crazy. Into, you know, those who've been doing it for years. And so the goal was to bring everybody together and do hard things together. So with participation being the goal, I think our team absolutely crushed it. We had a lot of judges. We had everybody showing up for the majority each week, just doing it. A lot of registrants, which we'll talk about in a little bit. overall collectively for the gym. But our crew was getting in before and after vacations, trying to get things, timing wise, in during the time domain we could each weekend, and staying late after classes, putting up posters, creating baskets, all the things. So
Yeah.
it was fun.
Cool, congratulations. And then second place was a tie between Muscle Militia and the
Truly.
morning crew. It was,
Yeah,
it was an
truly.
exact tie. We actually
We just did the math.
we just did the math. It was a tie. So congratulations. Just some quick highlights of kind of the point breakdowns. Somebody looks like they're about to walk into the gym right now, which is going to be awesome because we're live on Facebook. Yep, this is happening. You guys talk about the highlights. I'm going to talk to them outside.
Sort of some highlights.
Highlights. Well, I think it's what's interesting too is for each of the categories, open throttle for the most or most of the time won all the points. So Facebook review, judges course, placements, they did really well. So overall, like the participation was really good.
Mm-hmm. For the judges course, Open Throttle got 19
People.
participants out of
Yes.
the entire 38 of us out of the whole gym who did the judges course. So
Yeah.
it's pretty phenomenal.
Yes.
Yeah, which is great because, the judges course, it's just a great way for everybody to understand the standards and kind of level up as an athlete to understand what you're supposed to be doing and stuff. So it gives you a better understanding, I think.
Yeah.
That's why we did it. We wanted to make sure that each of you as athletes know what standards you're being held to, and we try and do that on the daily here. But as you're being judged, you know exactly what standards would be expected of you. So it makes you a better athlete, and then it also teaches you how hard it is to judge in the live when you can't replay and you can't rewind and you can't recount. It's not easy. So it gives you a new appreciation for your judge.
Yeah.
So I think overall it was great. We had 27 people on each team, and like she said, 19 of my team, our team with Coach Kim, participated in completing the course. Now I know a lot of you started the course. It was
tough.
monotonous. It was long and grueling.
Yes. Yeah.
All the coaches had our fair share of like, oh my gosh, how many double unders is that? Or is that, what's wrong with this?
Yeah.
And that's why it was 3 points for completion
Yeah.
for the judges
It
course.
could have even been more because it took
Yeah,
a good,
it
at
did.
least a good hour
I agree.
worth of time.
Yeah. So no for next year.
So yes, gotta get the judges course in.
Yeah.
I think also what was really a highlight for me, and we were talking about this before, is just the amount of people that put in the effort to go RX across the board. So from the get-go with the toes to bar, if you look at the board, it's like halfway full of just toes to bar, toes to bar, toes to bar for PRs of people who hadn't gotten them before. And
And if we'd never given them the opportunity, they probably never would have tried. So I think
Exactly.
it was great.
that was good. And I think that's what, when Joe was saying, the open in general, a highlight of it is that you're trying things that you wouldn't necessarily try. And then when it comes to training outside of the open, to push yourself and try new things and try to get toes to bar, double unders, whatever it is you're working on, like try that in a workout because that's how you get them. So I think that was really cool.
Me too. I also really appreciated, one of the highlights for me is just the relationships that were built, both, as in the gym as a whole, but also being the captain of a team, just having a closer relationship with the people who are on my team, understanding what their goals were, having conversations about how to, if they should scale, if they should go RX, what they should be focusing on. And also just the planning of the spirit activities and the communication within our personal, individual groups and stuff. That was really a highlight for me because I think we became closer as a gym and a community and a family. So that's pretty cool.
That was the goal.
I think you felt that too in Friday Night Lights.
Yes, the energy was awesome. It was like a party with your for 3 weeks. It was so good. It was great.
It was. Friday Night Lights was really fun.
Yeah.
And just, people brought their spouses who we hadn't met before, their kids or whatnot, and they could come in and see what their spouse had been doing and where they've been working out. And so it developed more of that family feel in the gym. And that was really cool.
We did, even throughout classes in the daytime, like I know 9 a.m. when I usually train. There were kids coming in on that Friday that we had a ice storm or snow, wind storm, whatever it was, and all the kids were out of the county, out of school.
Yeah.
They all came in and like cheered on their parents, and the spouses came then, and it is neat. It's fun to see and set the example for your children of what we do, and we try new things, and whether it's going upside down on the wall or hanging upside down on a gymnastics bar like you would on a playground again, just like they want to do.
Yeah.
It's just fun to set that example and for others to see.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think was your biggest lesson learned?
Lesson learned.
Yeah, this open.
Like personally.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that specific things within my training. Here's what one lesson was three. My first open was. This is my third year now, I think, of doing the open. And in the first open that I did, there was definitely toes to bar in one of the workouts, and I can remember being so disheartened because it was a workout that totally killed me. And the toes to bar I couldn't string together. I had to fight for everyone. And when this open came around, I didn't know if I was going to show up or not, but I've been working on that, and that was one of my goals. And I was able to string together bigger sets, and it felt pretty good. So just kind of goes to show that with consistency that it does pay off over time. You just have to be patient and work for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm trying to think through lessons. I mean, my engine always needs work. I think retesting is always a challenge. I retested the first one and the third one. The third one I did 3 times because I was so determined to get that snatch.
Did you?
No, I had more time.
You
I
had
had
more
more
time.
attempts. I hit it before the workout, but yeah, just engine to then get me where I want to be was always helpful. As far as training goes, that's going to be a new focus, true focus, which we'll talk about things coming up and how we can work towards that a little bit better. But it's always fun to retest. I mean, some of you guys that saw those workouts and stuff, maybe not you guys, but collectively, we're like, why would I ever do that again to myself?
To me, it's kind of like an experiment, though. Like, if you change one thing about what you did during the workout, what will it change the outcome?
Yeah.
In my case, it didn't. 2 times. But in some cases, it does. Really, it makes a big difference. What about you, Ashley? What was your lesson learned?
I think for me, like, just my mindset going into workouts, I really try to be more positive with myself overall. And instead of like, this is really hard, I just want to get through it, trying to enjoy the process. So I noticed myself when things started to get hard on the first workout, specifically on the rower. I was like, wow, my legs are already blowing up. And I was talking to myself in a negative light. And on the second time, when I retested it, and when my legs started to blow up, I thought, well, that's good. I'm pushing myself. They should be right now. And I kind of switched the way I was talking to myself during the workouts. And so I'm going to do that in hard workouts continually. Talk to myself more positive during them. Like, this is how you should feel. That's good. And not see fatigue as a negative thing, but push through. It was like a little bit of a muscle memory for me because when I used to compete, that's how I used to do it. And so I'm going to bring that back into how I train on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one thing that stands out now that you are speaking of just previous, but like being a part of a team, you know, growing up, you have that camaraderie, and that's what Friday Night Lights really brings.
Yeah.
And so just that supportive atmosphere, I think, is really fun to have. And it did make a difference in my round 2, round 3 of attempts to have just people saying, you got this, you got this. And I think it's really unique to have that atmosphere here, even on the daily in class.
Yeah, knowing that people are in your corner and that they're cheering for you, and it's just a little extra push.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the mindset too of, if you think on a weekly basis, when it's a really, really hard workout, the next day as a class, you're talking with the people. How do you feel? Da 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 da. And you're excited about what you just did previously. So hard workouts are truly a really great thing for us to be doing all the time, because it does bring us closer together. It makes you feel so much better after. and bringing that mindset in as you're facing those workouts or aspects of life. Like, it's okay for things to be hard. This is actually really good for me. When I get done with this, I'm going to feel better and excited about it. So,
It's good.
yeah.
Cool. I don't know what I missed. Did you guys talk about any of the like Google reviews, all that kind of stuff, judges scores?
We did, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What was your, we were on lessons learned. What did you learn most of this Open, Joe?
Oh, I learned that I can push myself harder than I want to
Yeah.
in everyday training, which I know from having done the Open and a couple other competitions before. But I think I unlocked a different level of suffering, especially on
The second workout.
the second workout, because I did it a third time because my standings were dropping. You know, as the Monday goes on, a lot of the more elite athletes will wait till the last minute to put their scores in because they don't want people to know what they got, because otherwise people will then go to try to beat it. So it's normal for your standing to kind of drop that last day as Monday goes on. And mine was falling more than I wanted it to. So, and I knew, I was like, if I just suffer more, I can get more
Go to that dark place.
reps. So
Yeah.
I did that workout 3 times, and yeah, I think I should unlock something like, okay, I can hurt a little more than I want to, you know. So
Yeah.
It's all mental.
yep. But then, you know, it's a new threshold. So next time I go to that place, it won't hurt as much. You know, that's how you make gains. So, cool. What else? I don't know what you guys talk about.
We didn't really talk about the placements, did we? With the
Performance placement.
performance placements? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So week 1, the morning crew had 8 points from placements. Muscle Militia had 3 points from placements, and Open Throttle had 9 points from placements. That means like first and second RX, first and second scaled in male and female categories. So that was week 1. Open Throttle actually had the most points from placements with morning crew in second. Week 2, which was the 2-part workout, this is combined points. Morning crew had the most with 18 points, and then Open Throttle had 16, so still very close. Muscle Militia coming to third again with 6. And then week 3,
Just wait.
the morning crew had 11.
Woo!
They won that week again. And then Open Throttle had 9 from placements, and Muscle Militia had 0. Week 3.
Next year, guys.
Yeah, next year. So we had 81 total people registered for the Open. We talk about that.
No, we didn't
No.
see that.
Yeah, 81 total people. No.
81 total
We have about 81 members in our gym.
outside the
It's
draft.
fluctuating all the time, but 81 at the time of the draft. 67 registered for the Open, which percentage-wise is huge compared to most
That's really great.
gyms. It's huge.
Yeah.
And we had 38 people, right, do the judges course.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
19 people from Open Throttle did the judges course, which is a big reason why they won. Bunch of Google and Facebook reviews. You guys talk about that?
We did not.
I definitely want to say thank you for that. That's really means a lot to me and to CJ and to the other coaches. Like I sent that link to our coaches thread and was like, guys, like just read this to be encouraged, because so many of you mentioned the coaching and the culture and the community and the encouraging community we have, and so much of that is thanks to the coaches and the environment they set. So
All the tears after reading that.
yeah, and it really that does mean a lot. I know we gave points for it, so it was manipulative, but I also know that you guys meant all that. So thank you for doing it. And
It helps others know.
it does help other people find us. And from a business point of view, it does help a lot. So good stuff. Okay, so what's next? We talked about goals, lessons learned. Quarterfinals are coming up. So the top 10% of athletes from the Worldwide Open go on to quarterfinals. And it's split up into open division and then age groups. And Ashley qualified for both. She qualified for individual and for the age group. So congratulations, Ashley, you crushed it. And you're just going to actually register for the age group. Is that correct?
I'm not going to do the individuals, but I am going to register and do the age group one.
Yeah. And then Roberto, who is one of our teenagers, he's 15 years old. In his division, he also was really high. He qualified for the quarterfinals in his age group. And then
Roberto.
I'm 90th percentile. They haven't officially sent out the invite, so I'm hesitant to say, like, yes, I'm definitely in. But I think I'm going to qualify for the age group quarterfinal. So
Good job,
that's
Joe.
the same weekend for all of our age group, for Ashley and I's age group, which is the same, and then Roberto's age group is all the weekend of, it's March 31st, April 1st, and April 2nd. So they'll release those workouts. We'll do them here. It's online again, so we'll do them here at the gym, and we definitely want as many people as possible to come out and cheer on those who are doing those quarterfinal workouts and help us as we do those. And that's coming. Anything else you guys want to say about that?
I was going to say you should send a reminder to everybody just to let us know
Oh, yeah.
when you're doing the workouts.
We definitely will. We'll make sure everybody knows about it. Just heads up about that. And then what's next? You know, it's a little bit of a letdown after the Open. Like, oh man, that was so fun. We have Murph coming up at the end of May. That's always a fun workout to look forward to. We do every Memorial Day. We'll announce more information about that. We have a couple specialty classes that we're starting up again in a couple weeks. We're going to do the Barbell Club again on Thursdays, 6 a.m. And that's just if you want to take some time to put some extra focus on building strength and your abilities with the barbell. And then on Saturdays from 6:30 to 7:30 a.m. starting March 25th, we're going to do a session of a conditioning and mobility course. And it's like the first half will be conditioning. It might be, you know, quicker interval type of stuff, maybe some longer duration stuff. You know, it's CrossFit, so it's going to be constantly varied, but working on building your engine in different ways, running, rowing, biking, other things. And then the second half of that class will be mobility. So just working on, you know, building flexibility in different positions.
We all
that are
sat up
important.
straight when you said that.
And honestly, this is one of our values. One of my values is to always tell you the truth no matter what. And if we're all honest with ourselves, what could we use more work on? Weightlifting or engine and mobility? Engine and mobility. But, you know, we do the weightlifting class because it's fun, and, you know, we do need to work on that too. But I would encourage you guys, if you can, to do that Saturday morning one. I'll put those links up. I actually haven't yet. I'll put them up in SugarWad and Facebook and everything. But that stuff will help you heading into next year's Open. We'll do some skills specialty classes as well toward the end of the year and beginning of next year, gymnastics and things like that. So you work on that stuff. But anyway, if you guys need anything or have any questions, as always, let us know. You guys have any final parting thoughts?
Anybody say anything?
No. No, it's middle of the work day, so we haven't had a lot of people tune in, but that's okay. You can put them on later. We'll look at it later.
Yeah. We're gonna do some fun parties this summer.
Oh yeah.
After Murph.
We haven't set the date yet, but we are gonna do a party over the summer. It's a live music sing along.
Jam sesh.
Yeah, that's.
At the gym?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, the details need to be worked out, but we're committed.
We have
We've
live
told people.
musicians.
Yeah.
That'll be
And it's just fun to sing along to 90s.
Now, is it going to be food?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we haven't worked out the details, but it'll be a party.
So full night. Yeah. It'll be fun.
Yeah. So, all right. I think that's everything. Congratulations on completing the 2023 Open. We're proud of all of you. It was a blast. Can't wait till next year, and looking forward to the rest of this year and everything that we'll bring. All right. See you guys.
Bye.